Hi, welcome to the amazing world of testing. If you go to page 145, we have amazing part 6. I say amazing because you find it quite hard. It is quite hard, okay? Even for the B2, it's not easy, okay? This tests your understanding of a text, okay? Where you know that 6 sentences have been removed, you need to place them in the right gap. Okay, how can you do this? By connecting the text. Okay. However, okay, so this indicates some contrast. Then sometimes, no, like it. So it is the fault. Was the fault of this? Okay, so there must be a connection. Other things. Okay, we. These pronouns refer to something said before. This one is not so clear here. Okay, but you have information. For example, these things. Okay, so some things have been mentioned here. Okay, but contrast between this and this. We also, okay, so something is done here and now something is also done. The experts, so the experts have appeared before for you to say the experts. Okay, so there are always clues, and especially when you get the sentences and you put them in place, then you can find more connections like synonyms, repetition, similar words, topic words. So you have to find these connections so the text is coherent and there's some cohesion. Cohesion is when you have these reference words, so these connections between the main text and the sentences which have been removed. Okay, so the procedure was start reading when you get to the gap, predict information, and then mark these words which will hopefully help you connect the missing sentences to the text. Okay, so you do it for all of them. Okay, you predict, and mark potential. For example, here, where does that leave you, consumer? So probably you're going to have the answer to this question. Okay, so this is the prediction part, that's then specific words. And then you read A. Okay, where can I put A? Perhaps remember there's an extra word, so an extra sentence, so perhaps this doesn't fit anywhere. Then B, blah blah blah. Okay, C. Okay, you try to fit it according to your understanding of the text during the first part. Okay, and that's it. Once you put it, try to find as many connections as possible. Okay, this is what you can do. Now I'm going to give the answers in 3, 2, 1, so make sure you've done it. Please try to be as sure as possible to actually find connections and mark them like this, the way I mark them. Okay, please make sure you have the answers. Writing them down. Okay, these are the answers. Sorry, this is a G. Okay, it wasn't very clear. So what you need to do now is correct it and find the connections. Please, as many connections as possible. So I'm going to start connecting them. Okay, so the connection with D, but again, make sure you've tried to find it yourselves. Otherwise, you're not going to get any better, and you don't get any better. If you got 2 out of 6 and you don't get any better, so 2 out of 6 is not enough. So D, we tend to look for a more scientific explanation. So D, it's the fault of, so the fault of is the explanation. When the weather doesn't do what we want, okay, it's the fault of the jet stream, blah, blah, and then you have 3 terms: jet stream, low pressure center, and global warming. So these things have passed into the popular vocabulary. So vocabulary, these 3 words, these things have become normal terms for us, like, because we talk about this. This is the most scientific explanation, okay, to explain why the weather does that. Okay, so you have 3 or 4 connections. Then E, so I say we know a lot. Okay, our understanding. So it says, even though in E, okay, even though much is known, so known is much is known, our understanding, it says the interplay between them can produce what scientists call non-linear behavior. Okay, so the weather defies computer predictions and seems to behave with a mind of its own. So it's talking about how the weather behaves, and in E it says this non-linear behavior, which is behaving with a mind of its own, not logically. So non-linear is that the behavior is not what you expect. Like, okay, after this comes this, after this, no. After Novelda comes Monforte, and then comes the golf club, and then you have Rebolledo, and then you have Alicante. So that's linear. So it doesn't behave like that the way you expect. So it is, you have a paraphrase. Okay. So that is here that you don't have so many connections. Okay. But also it's talking about the laws of the atmosphere. Then E talks about this, the individual parts of our atmosphere. So this is the idea of repetition. So in this paragraph you have atmosphere several times. You have the parts of the atmosphere. Then it talks about behavior, how the weather behaves. Okay, so you have several connections. G. Okay, the consumption of information. So then it talks about the maps, forecasts, they can be found on the internet. Okay, so that's the whole information. But as the wise people of the information, data isn't the same thing as information. So what we have here is data, studying about information. Okay, so this, the consumer. So this is what we consume. This is what information that you have here is in G. Hundreds of maps, forecasts, etc. But there's contrast. Yes, we have all the information, but data is not the same thing as information. Okay, so a bit of contrast. C. C is connected. Okay, so this is a book. At the end of C, it says destinations around the world have been collected in it. So it is the book. So that's the connection. So that it wants to help you get the weather knowledge. You want to know the weather at your destination, and then in C you have that. Okay, over 200 destinations are found in this book. So that's why the book helps you. Okay, because you are looking for these destinations, and they also do something else. So they do this. Okay, so the book includes this, and the book also includes this. So that's why you have also. Okay, so it's destinations and it. Like pronouns are the most important words because they clearly connect to something said before. Okay, B. So it's talking about computer guidance, humans having been removed from the process. And then in B, you have the forecasters, those are humans, can go a step beyond computer guidance, which has just been mentioned, and save lives in the process. You learn how the experts, so the experts is a paraphrase for skilled forecasters. Okay, it's about the upcoming weather, etc. Okay, so you have 3 connections here. And F is like the weather is what the public choose. Public can include many people, so that's why it's choose instead of chooses, to make of it. And then what you have in F is this, is that the information is filtered through our own likes, dislikes, hopes, and fears. Okay, so what we choose to make of it, we get the information and then we process it, and then we understand it in different ways. So what we make of it. That's it. Thank you very much. Bye.